Hello everyone, welcome to Life Coach Lessons. Today I will be giving you tips on living successful and purposeful lives in only 3 to 5 minutes. I'm Scott Miller, a certified retirement life coach from Hixon Zuercher Capital Management. Welcome to episode number 10. This month we're going to talk about the idea of rest and leisure. We're going to be answering your questions about retirement in that topic of rest and leisure. If you remember, in the month of July, we talked about the idea of work, and we looked at a number of different questions related to the idea of work. One of the things that we talk about all the time in our workshops is the balance of work and rest. Both of those things are necessary in our first half of our life and in our second half of our life. So for this month, in the month of August here, we're going to be talking about questions related to this idea of rest and leisure. And today we're going to be specifically looking at a question that has to do with travel. This is an area that people ask about all the time. They have questions about it. They want to do more of this in the second half. And the question goes like this: how can I add more fun and relaxing travel to my second half? And the key words here are fun and relaxing. In your first half of your life, a lot of times when you do traveling, there's constraints because of your career, or maybe there's constraints because of your family, of kids. But in the second half, you really get a chance to have a lot more flexibility and go to some places that maybe you've never gone to. So here's some important questions that I think you should need to answer, and just a few helpful hints about having more fun and relaxing travel. Number one, I just want you to think about what are some of the places that you're interested in. Like maybe make a bucket list of places that you've never been to, or you just really always thought, I always want to go here. So just think about those places that just really interest you. So I think that's the first thing. Secondly, do you want to go to different places? And what I mean by that is, do you want to always go to the same place? Like, for instance, beach. A lot of people say, I just want to go to a place that has a beach. Or are you more open to going to different places, different varieties? Our world is full of a lot of different landscapes, different climates, different things to experience, mountains, oceans, all these different kinds of things. So are you open to different places, or do you really just always want to go to that same kind of place? And then thirdly, think about, how will I get there, and then how long do I want to be gone? That's an important question, and really just the mode of transportation. So think bus, train, plane, automobiles, okay? Those kinds of things. How are you going to get there? If you don't really like being on airplanes, maybe you want to just consider, hey, we need to drive there, or maybe take a bus or a train. And then the second part of that is, how long do I want to be gone for? Is this a day trip? Is this 3 or 4 days? Is this going to be a week or 2 weeks that we're going to be gone? So you really want to think about length of time that you want to be gone. And then fourthly, do you like planning trips, or should you use a travel agent? If there's a planner in your family who really likes planning trips, maybe you're that kind of person, you really like putting it all together, then do that. If not, maybe think about having a travel agent starting to put things together. A lot of these trips, especially like a trip to Yellowstone, that's going to take a lot of planning ahead of time. And I think you'll have a much more enjoyable trip if you plan ahead. And so you have to ask yourself, do you enjoy that, or do you want to allow a travel agent to do that? And then fifthly, consider traveling in the spring or in the fall. A lot of times in your first half of your life, you had a very limited period of time that maybe your family could travel. You always had to travel in the middle of the summertime, or you had to make arrangements around other things, or your career. Now, spring and fall has really a tendency to be a lot less crowded. You're not battling long lines in different places. It's a great time to think about traveling, so you definitely want to consider traveling in the spring and fall. And then lastly, number 6, watch YouTube videos that give you travel tips. There are all kinds of videos out there, not only on how to travel, like if you're packing for an airplane ride or something like that, how to pack, but there's also a lot of good, helpful videos on YouTube about the places you're going to be at. And it really gives you a lot of helpful hints. Well, I hope this has been helpful. for you to just think as you just plan ahead for some more fun and relaxing travel in your life. I'd love to hear from you. If you have any comments or just want to reach out to me, you can email me at smiller@hzcapital.com. And just remember to live a more purposeful and meaningful life today.